Okay, there's Dancing with the Stars, and there is a movie with Sebastian Stan, I think his name. You see it? That's Ashley Greene and Sebastian Stan and Tom Felton, 2012. A paranormal researcher must save a couple from a malevolent entity that feeds on fear and torments them no matter where they run. From 2012, okay? The Apparition is called. It's on the channel 312 Momax. By the way, Monte Carlo is now switching back, and as you can see, now you can see the screen again. So apparently the computer got what it needed, whatever the updates that come down periodically. I don't know. So maybe it's not the camera, it's the computer. You can now see the screen again. So I don't know. Unless it's a camera and the glare, I don't understand why I have the glare, the problem with the glare sometimes. And there's Sebastian. That's Sebastian Stan. Okay. I'm not gonna say anymore because I don't want to. Things in Hollywood change so much. Okay, but that's him. All right. Another handsome young fellow from Hollywood star, another Hollywood actor, very handsome guy. Okay, and then there's. He had Dancing with the Stars, but the ad is on right now. Okay, I was getting ready to recite this poem, T.S. Eliot, because I was gonna do The Wasteland because of Oklahoma City by Moore. And by the way, I said Mary Fallon is not the mayoress of Moore, but rather the governess. Or the governoress of Oklahoma. I thought she was the mayoress, but she's not the mayoress. She's the governoress, or the governess. Okay, the mayor of Moore was see, now I forget. I'm sorry, Lewis maybe. I'm sorry. I forgot the name already. Okay, but I have written that it was Mary Fallon, and it's not. She's the governor. I didn't know that she was a governor. I don't know why I got it mixed up. I thought that I had read that. Okay, now I was getting ready to recite this poem from T.S. Eliot. This is dedicated to people over the resilient people of Oklahoma. So everybody's always saying resilient. If I hear the word resilient too many more times, I'm gonna puke. Okay, but yeah, one of these days we're all gonna be we're gonna have to be very resilient in the future. When we get what do you call it? We get blown away to kingdom come. If the prophecies prove true, and we're at the end of times, then we're gonna start over again, because that's what the Bible says. It says there's a new earth coming. So we're gonna go from 7 billion. We're gonna have to be very resilient. And eventually God will say the same thing that the Bible says. Now be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth with your kind. And at that time we're all going to have to be very resilient. If I'm around, then I don't know. Whoever happens to come back to earth then. Okay? Okay, there's Dancing with the Stars. And here's again Derek, I think is his name, right? The young guy, he dances. He's very, very, very nice looking young man too. It's a pleasure to see him dance, and his partner, Kelly. So they're gonna dance again. Oh, from Little Richard. He's gonna do something from Little Richard. Wow. Okay. It's the last dance.
I know, it's kind of bittersweet. Last dance of the season. I know you guys are going to have fun because you guys are fun.
Okay.
Tricks up your sleeve?
Well, I'm going to do the poem, T.S. Eliot. I was going to do The Wasteland, obviously, because of the devastation. But The Wasteland is too long. So I'm going to do T.S. Eliot, the other poem, which I like. I actually like this, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, much better than The Wasteland. Is it's more tedious for me to read that. I have to read that whole thing. It's very long and it's more tedious. So I'm going to do instead the love song. So Well, I can dedicate this also to my cousin Alfredito. That was his name, Alfredito. Alfred, that was his name, Alfredo. He's dead now. So the beginning of the poem says something about somebody being able to hear us from the other side, from hell or from heaven, from the other side. So here I'm gonna. It's 5 minutes, so I better read this, and I'm not gonna walk around or anything because I walk around and it takes too long. I'm gonna turn the volume down on this so you can hear, because I'm gonna play the. I'm also gonna play Le Moulin de Mon Coeur in the background as I read the love song. So because this is one of my favorite songs, and I'm always saying that this is a song for Lucas, actually. Le Moulin de Mon Coeur, because it says about his name, and I say his name is Lucas Antonini Bradley Charles Joshua Maria Joseph Abracio. That's what I call him. So in short, Luke Bracey to the world. Okay. So let me play this song in the background so you can hear that as I'm singing I'm trying to read the poem, the love song of ALFRED Prooffrock. Okay, let's see, where's the one that I wanted to play. That one. Let me see. Okay, yeah, now I lost it. Yeah, I lose a lot of things, don't I? Okay. Sorry. Okay, here it goes. This is from Frida Bocara, and it's got the lyrics on screen. But I'm not going to be looking at the lyrics, because I'm going to be reciting the poem, so it doesn't matter. So you're just going to hear that in the background a little bit, maybe. So you don't hear just my voice reciting the love song of ALFRED Prooffrock. Okay, so here it goes. It says, oops. This is the love song of ALFRED Prooffrock, and here I keep talking and talking and talking, and it's already 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Wow! And then they cut out the poem. Okay, and now this is too loud. Okay. Okay, so here comes the song. I mean the poem. This is because of all the devastation in Oklahoma City. Okay, dice: si io credesse che mia risposta fosse la persona che mai tornasse al mondo, questa fiamma staria senza più scosse, ma perciocche giammai di questo fondo non torno vivo alcun, si odo il vero, senza tema di infamia te rispondo. And that's in Latin, the first song, because Alfred, what's his name, TSELLIOT like to quote things in Latin. And that's from Dante's Inferno, I believe. Okay, and here comes the poem. It says, let us go then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky, like a patient etherized upon a table. Let us go through certain half-deserted streets, the muttering retreats of restless nights in one-night cheap hotels and sawdust restaurants with oyster shells, streets that follow like a tedious argument of insidious intent, to lead you to an overwhelming question. Oh, do not ask, what is it? Let us go and make our visit. In the room the women come and go, talking of Michelangelo. The yellow fog that rubs its back upon the window panes, the yellow smoke that rubs its muzzle on the window panes, licked its tongue into the corners of the evening, lingered upon the pools that stand in drains, let fall upon its back the soot that falls from chimneys. I gotta move it up. Okay, the soot that falls from chimneys, slipped by the terrace, made a sudden leap, and seeing that it was a soft October night, curled once about the house and fell asleep. And indeed there will be time for the yellow smoke that slides along the street, rubbing its back upon the window panes. There will be time to prepare a face to meet the faces that you meet. There will be time to murder and create, and time for all the works and days of hands that lift and drop a question on your plate. Time for you and time for me, and time yet for 100 indecisions, and for 100 divisions and revisions before the taking of a toast and tea. In the room the women come and go, talking of Michelangelo. And indeed there will be time to wonder, do I dare, and do I dare? Time to turn back and descend the stair. With a bald spot in the middle of my hair, they will say how his hair is growing thin, my morning coat, my collar, mounting firmly to the chin, my necktie rich and modest, but asserted by a simple pin. They will say, but how his arms and legs are thin. Do I dare disturb the universe? In a minute there is time. And I gotta move it up again. In a minute there is time. There is time. In a minute there is time for decisions and revisions that which a minute will reverse. For I have known them all already, known them all, have known the evenings, mornings, afternoons. I have measured out my life with coffee spoons. I know the voices dying with a dying fall beneath the music from a farther room. So how should I presume? And I have known the eyes already, known them all. The eyes that fix you in a formulated phrase. And when I am formulated, sprawling on a pin, when I am pinned and wriggling on the wall, then how should I begin to spit out all the butt ends of my days and ways? And how should I presume? And I have known the arms already, known them all. Arms that are braceleted and white and bare, but in the lamplight, downed with light brown hair. It's a perfume for my dress that makes me so digress. Arms that lie along a table or wrap about a shawl. And should I then presume? And how should I begin? Shall I say I have gone at dusk through narrow streets and watched the smoke that rises from the pipes? This is a long poem. I watched the smoke that rises from the pipes of lonely men in shirt sleeves leaning out of windows. I should have been a pair of ragged claws. This is one of my favorite lines in the poem. Scuttling across the floors of silent seas, and the afternoon, the evening, sleep so peacefully, smoothed by long fingers, asleep, tired, or in malingers, stretched on the floor, here beside you and me. Should I, after tea and cakes and ices, have the strength to force the moment to its crisis? But though I have wept and fasted, wept and prayed, though I have seen my head grown slightly bald, brought in upon a platter, I am no prophet, and here's no great matter. I have seen the moment of my greatness flicker. There, flicker just changed. Now you get 1 terabyte free. And I have seen the eternal footman hold my coat and snicker. And in short, I was afraid it had been worth it after all. After the cups, the marmalade, the tea, among the porcelain, among the chum talk of you and me, would it have been worthwhile to have bitten off the matter with a smile, to have squeezed the universe into a ball, to roll it towards some overwhelming question, to say, I am Lazarus, come from the dead, come back to tell you all. I shall tell you all. This is why the beginning of the poem says that line, I think. If one's settling a pillow by her head, not his head, but by her head. He was, T.S. Eliot liked to say things like her head instead of his head. Should say, this is not what I meant at all. This is not what I meant at all. This is not it at all. And would it have been worth it? After all, would it have been worthwhile after the sunsets and the dooryards and the sprinkled streets, after the novels, and our novel LUKA'S, after the teacups and after the skirts that trail along the floor, and this and so much more? It is impossible to say just what I mean. But if a magic lantern threw the nerves in patterns on a screen, Would it have been worthwhile if one settling a pillow or throwing off a shawl and turning toward the window should say, that is not it at all. That is not what I meant at all. No, I am not Prince Hamlet, nor was meant to be. I am an attendant lord, one that will do to swell a progress. I want to swell your progress, Lucas. Start a scene or two. Advise the prince, no doubt. Advise Prince Harry, my grandpa. Advise the prince, no doubt, and easy too. Maybe not so easy. He's got a lot of people to advise him. Differential, glad to be of use. Politic, cautious and meticulous. Full of high sentence, but a bit obtuse. At times, indeed, almost ridiculous. Almost at times, the fool. That's what Meg said in the movie. You're ridiculous. Monte Carlo. There's Sebastian Stan on the movie, The Apparition. I grow old, I shall wear the bottoms of my trousers rolled. And I gotta move it up again. This is a long poem, but the waistline is even longer. This is almost finished. Okay. Shall I part my hair behind? Do I dare to eat a peach? How about a pear? How about a pear, Luke? A perfectly good pear that somebody throws away and puts it on a platter, on a tray. I shall wear white flannel trousers and walk upon the beach. I have heard the mermaids singing each to each. I do not think that they will sing to me. I have seen them riding seawards on the waves, combing the white hair of the waves blown back, when the wind blows the water white and black. We have lingered in the chambers of the sea, by sea girls, wreathed with seaweed, red and brown, till humans' voices wake us and we drown. And today is the Tuesday, Dienstag. Oh, there's Pitbull. Oh wow, look at Pitbull. Pitbull on TV, look at that. There's Pitbull. Oh wow, he's wearing white pants today. He's wearing white pants again. He lost the chichon though. Where did he hide the chichon? Sometimes he comes out with white pants and you can see the chichon real clear. Not tonight though. I wonder what happened. I guess he got a massage before he came on the show. Okay, so there's Pitbull. Wow. That's Christian. That's his name, Christian Perez, I think. Today is Tuesday, the 21st of May, 2013, and it's 10:10 p.m. So, and yesterday was Cuba, Jose Marti. Yeah. Something I forget. I forget so many things. But it had to do with Jose Marti yesterday, the 20th of May. Maybe he's the day he was born, I think. Yeah, maybe the day he was born, not the other one. The other one, I always get mixed up. Into January 28th is when he died, I believe. Okay, so I think yesterday was when he was born. His natalicio, his birthday, and anniversary yesterday. Okay, so I better cut this short because it's 18 minutes and they always cut it. So there it is. Bye-bye. Congratulations to Pitbull. And I'm going to cut it short here. It's almost 19 minutes.